Hey everybody, this is Kiana. I am from KO IT Consulting, and this is the first video of my credit repair series that I'm going to be doing. It's going to be a four-part series, and I'm going to try to keep these videos short, like no longer than 10 minutes. But yeah, basically, I'm just going to be talking through my experience of how I went from having some of the worst credit in America to some of the best credit, which I currently have today. And I pretty much did it on my own. I did not pay anybody to fix my credit for me. I put in the work and I did it myself. So I am going to give you just a little bit of background on, what my experience was and some of the things that I did in the past to mess up my credit, and, the things that I did to fix it and how I have been able to maintain great credit. And really, I'm not a credit repair business or anything like that, or credit repair specialist, whatever you call them. I'm not that. I'm basically just trying to help people because I wish that someone had educated me sooner about the importance of establishing and maintaining good credit. But I just didn't get that, growing up. And that happens for a lot of people. You just have to learn on your own. And that's what I did. And I just want to help other people, with the knowledge that I have obtained from my own research and all the work that I've done. It was a lot of just looking online, researching. I've been in certain credit repair Facebook groups and things like that. So just a lot of research, like I say, and going through the necessary steps to fix the issues that I had on my credit reports. And I'm just going to tell a little bit of my business because you all might be thinking like, oh, well, you have great credit, and yeah, you probably had a few things on there, but your credit probably wasn't that bad. Okay, let me tell you, my credit was really bad. I've had bankruptcy before. Yes, I've been in bankruptcy before. I've had a repo. I had a repo in college, but I don't remember if that was on my credit or not. But yeah, no. One card I let go. I just pretty much just stopped paying on it, and I put it in my bankruptcy. I've also had a foreclosure before, on a rental property that I've had before. It was like years ago. Then other little stuff like a lot of inquiries, um, you know, um, credit card bills, that were past due. Had a bank loan before that I stopped paying on, doctor bills and things like that. So just a lot of little stuff where it got to the point where that creditors actually started calling my job. This was years ago again, but they started calling my job, or the credit cards that I stopped paying on, they would call me and be like, hey, can we just settle with you for this amount? And I didn't do that because at the time I didn't have the funds to just pay them a few $1,000s. So it was really bad at one point. Almost like a dark cloud over my head that just kept following me. And I used to think like, oh, well, if my credit is not all that great, it's fine because, I can always find a good paying job. Because I do work on IT, and, IT pays pretty well. But it just makes life easier having good credit. And it's just a better feeling overall. You just, I will give you an example. Like when I used to rent cars, I would go to Enterprise and I would have to provide all this additional paperwork because I couldn't get a credit card because my credit was so bad. So I would have to provide them like proof of residence, like 2 bills. I think like what else? I had to pay a larger deposit. There was something else I had to provide, but all this paperwork, as opposed to just coming in and getting them my insurance card, my driver's license, and being done with it, and my credit card, of course. So it's just certain things where it's just like a lot more. It's just more complex when you don't have good credit. And then I've paid in double digit before, my car interest, like for my car note, like where I had like the interest rate was really high. So just different things. So I basically, in this series, I'm going to talk about certain things that I did on my own to fix my credit, like the steps that I went through, such as writing letters and removing certain things from my credit report and making phone calls, and how those things impacted my score, my credit score, and also things that I've done to maintain good credit as well, because your credit score is constantly going up and down, or it's constantly changing, or it can go up and down. Maybe for some people it never goes down, lucky down, but there is still things that you can do to make sure it doesn't go down too much. So I'm going to talk about some of those things as well, because like I said, you might know some of these things, but it takes a lot of research. So I'm just going to share with people what I have learned from my own experiences, and maybe save you some money so you don't have to go to someone else to have them fix your credit for you. You just do it on your own. It is a process. It does take time, so you have to have a little patience, but you have to see it through. And when you look at your credit report, you might think like, oh, I just have so much bad stuff on here. How am I going to ever get through all of this? But trust me, if you take it in bits and pieces, and you make yourself a plan, and you just start working through that plan, and you have a timeline and everything of how you're going to work through that plan, and checking stuff off the list, and you're going to be done with this by this deadline, and setting certain due dates or whatever, you'll get through it. Trust me. I like I said, I've had some of the worst credit, so if I can do it, I know that you all can do it as well. Again, I'm not a credit repair business, but I am in the business of helping people who want to start small businesses. And the credit repair guidance is one thing that I do for clients, because it's important to have good personal credit before you start applying for business credit. So that's why I want to do this YouTube series as well, because I'm like, maybe it could help some other people out as well. Totally free information. So anyway, I hope that you will tune in for my upcoming videos. I'm going to do 3 more videos where I'm going to get a little more into the details of what I did, and hopefully I can help some people out there. So stay tuned, and I will talk to you all later.